What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over 5 different things that you can do, you can take action to today to help you grow your trading account in 2023. Thought this video would have been a great idea since the new year just started to help you elevate your trading. So I'm going to put in a clip of a trade that I took last night, which I did end up taking GJ longs, which is my first successful trade of the year. Trade here within the next few minutes here if it keeps going against me. But as of right now, what we could definitely see for sure is that GJ's pulled all the way back down into this zone. It's grabbed liquidity. We've seen a bullish move from this range already in the pre-market hours of the London session or the Asian session, which is why I liked to mark off the Asian highs and the Asian lows. And what we've seen so far is price came down, rejected this zone, came up, made new highs, and price came all the way back down pre-London session, almost testing the Asian lows, and then now it's tested the Asian highs, and so far we're seeing a rejection off of the Asian highs. I'm going to be expecting some form of a pullback from price, just because it's normal. There's going to be take profit at this area. But I definitely see if this momentum holds up, price will break through the Asian highs and go back and test 160, which would be my next area where I would look to take profit at. As of right now, like I said again, my stop losses break even on one of my positions, and the other positions, it's profit, but it's not like crazy profit. I'd be giving a lot of my profit back to the market. But at this point in time, since we did hit my first target of the Asian highs, and that's kind of where, I could have made the decision, you know what, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna close my position here. Or it's kind of like, okay, well, let's kind of wait and see if momentum continues to hold, because if momentum continues to hold, then I'm gonna get out of the position. If price does give us a retest of the Asian highs and a rejection, then I'm going to close my entire position. Obviously, if price breaks that, then I'm just going to continue to hold. We'll wait a couple of hours and we'll see what's up here. If you guys want to watch the full video and the trade breakdown, then make sure you guys join the free Telegram, which is going to be a link down in the description, because I don't want to make the entire video of just last night's trade that I personally took. But I do want to show you guys the trade that I did take, break it down for you guys so you guys can have an understanding of how I'm taking my trades moving into 2023 and get a little bit more information about my trading methodology. So that entire video will be down in the description. Just join the free Telegram and the video will be right then and there for you to watch. Now, like I said earlier in the video, what I wanted to discuss today is 5 different tips, 5 different things that you can incorporate into your trading for you to grow your trading account fairly quickly in 2023. So the very first thing that we're going to be getting into today, and the topic that we're going to be talking about right now, is number 1, you need to have a trading plan. Having a trading plan is only going to help keep you disciplined and manage your risk effectively. More important, in your trading plan, you have to have your goals defined very well. On top of that, you need to have in your trading plan written off where you're going to be entering, what your entries are going to look like, where you're going to be exiting if you're wrong on your trades, where you're going to be exiting if you're right on your trades, and what will define that exit or entry system. In your trading plan, you should obviously include as well your risk management strategy. For example, if you're going to be trading on a high risk account, then you want to be able to define that risk, whether you're going to be risking 5% or you're going to be risking 10% per position. You also want to be defining the trades that you're putting these types of risks behind. For example, if you have a setup that is playing out that you win typically that setup 75% of the time, you may be a little bit more inclined to use a little bit more risk on that setup than inclined to actually using more risk on a setup that maybe only wins 50% of the time. For example, if you have setup A that you win 80% of the time because your historical statistics are telling you that setup A wins 80% of the time, then that's a setup obviously you'd want to put more risk behind versus your plan or your setup B, where typically you only win 50% of the time, and that's a setup that you want to put less risk behind. So having your risk management strategy crystal clear and on paper for you to follow, making everything as systematic as possible, is only going to help you in the long term. And these are different things that you need to be including in your trading plan to help grow your trading account, especially in this new year that everyone's making new goals. You should be redefining your trading plan in the beginning of the new year to make sure it is as effective and as systematic as possible. So number 2, the second thing we're going to be getting into today is risk management. Obviously, for you to be able to grow your Forex or trading account, you need to be able to have a risk management system that is on point, and you need to practice your risk management system as much as possible. Also, you need to have that risk management system down on paper. Like I gave you guys the examples before, if you're trading a strategy where it's a moving average strategy and you see that that strategy wins about 60% of the time, then those are trades that you want to put less risk behind versus your higher probability setups that win 70-80% of the time. You want to put more risk behind those types of trades. So in those specific scenarios, when it comes to defining your risk management, right, that's where you as the person have to kind of sit down with yourself and talk to yourself about what risks you're comfortable taking with your higher probability setups versus what risks you're comfortable taking with kind of maybe your setups that may not have such a high probability of winning in going in your favor. Along with your risk management strategy that you're going to have implemented in terms of each trading setup, you also want to define what your average planned risk to reward ratio is, and then you want to go back into your trading plan and modify that as well. So after you've identified, let's call it that your average planned risk to reward ratio is a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, but after 2 months, 3 months of trading that you see your actual R multiples of 1 to 1.5, then you want to be looking at what mistakes you actually may be making that's killing your actual average planned risk to reward ratio. At that point in time, then you have to make any adjustments that you may need to make in your plan to accommodate that planned risk to reward ratio. Again, you have your planned risk to reward ratio, you have your actual risk to reward ratio. If your average risk to reward ratio or your actual R multiple isn't what your planned R multiple is, then you need to go back into your trading journal and look at what's causing that difference in the planned R multiple versus the actual R multiple. And obviously, if your actual R multiple is lower than your planned R multiple, then you want to make some modifications to your trading system so you can actually achieve the planned R multiple that you're looking for. Sometimes it might not even be your trading system, sometimes it may be your trading psychology. Then that's when you want to analyze your trading psychology and see if maybe you're closing your trades too early and not letting your trades run for long enough so you could reach that planned R multiple. The third thing that we're going to be discussing today is leverage. Now, typically, I know a lot of people go into their brokerage accounts and open up an account with a 1 to 500 leverage. That is a lot of leverage, and you want to be able to use that leverage wisely. And what I mean by that is basically how I grow my trading accounts is as I see my accounts slowly start to grow little by little, what I'll start doing is I'll start going a little bit riskier on what I've already gained in the market and try and protect my capital that I deposited into the trading account as much as I possibly can. So typically what I do to try and grow an account as fast as I possibly can while also maintaining my own risk portfolio, my own risk tolerance. Basically what I do is as my account slowly starts to grow, I'll start using my leverage and I'll start using my realized gains as much as I possibly can, and I leverage my realized gains to help me essentially grow my account a little bit quicker than what I normally would be doing if I were just risking 2 to 3% on a position. So as I'm gaining more profits in the market, I slowly start to turn up my risk and I slowly start risking only my profit because I'm trying to protect my initial balance that I deposited into my account as much as I possibly can. So I start to use that leverage to be able to grow my account a little bit quickly. And that is a system that you may want to actually test out yourself and see if it works for you. It's worked for me great over the last few years, and that's how I intend to continue to actually trade moving forward. For example, if I deposit 20 grand into a trading account and my trading account is now at $30,000, I'm going to be a little bit more riskier with the $10,000 of realized gains than I would be with my $20,000 initial deposit. My goal is to protect my initial deposit as much as possible while also looking and protecting my upside as well. So maybe you guys may want to make a risk management system that kind of revolves around this ideology. So moving on to the last thing that I wanted to discuss today on the different things that can actually help you grow your trading account is you want to stay up to date with the market and what the market's constantly doing. There are so many different there's so many different events going on now. There are so many different events going on nowadays. You have to stay up to date with the news and what's going on. I mean, you have CPI, you have rate hikes, you have NFP. There's just so many different things going on. You want to stay up to date with what the market's doing and what cycle the market is currently in. Is the market in a bearish trend? Is the market in a bullish trend? Is the market consolidating? Do we have this news report coming out? If so, at what time? And if so, how am I going to approach this news event, or am I going to completely stay away from this news event? So before this video actually does end, I've actually partnered up with Hero FX. We're going to be hosting a competition where I'm going to be giving away $10,000 to a trader that wins the competition as a first place prize, and Hero FX is going to be giving away $5,000 and $25,000 to the second and third place winners. So if you guys want to join this competition, it's very simple. All you guys gotta do is go over to the Hero FX Brokerage's website, sign up, create an account, and then join the competition. If you guys are actually interested in joining the competition and potentially participating to actually be able to win those $10,000, $5,000, or the $2,500, depending on obviously what place you guys get. Basically, the way that the winners are actually going to be picked is based off of the highest ROI on the trading account. So obviously the person who has the highest ROI will win either first, second, or third place, where the money will be added to their trading account, where either you can continue to trade or you can completely withdraw all of those funds and pay yourself for your hard work for winning the competition. So if you guys are interested in the competition, a link will be down in the description. Other than that, guys, if you guys want to see the full breakdown of my trade that I took on GJ last night, then a link will be in the description for the free Telegram as well. Anyways, everybody, hopefully you guys have had a great start to your trading year, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take care.